Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your big dog Cujo Hendrix, and it's your host right here for the InDaCut Podcast. And I just want to give a special thanks to everybody that's been tuning in, listening, subscribing, commenting. I really appreciate y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I'll be doing this for no reason. So I appreciate y'all really supporting me and just fucking with the kid. But I got a special guest in the building. But before that, let's get into our intro. Yo, what's up? It's your big dog Cujo Hendrix, and if you're looking for some serious ass, messy ass, no substance ass podcasts, DJ academics in the motherfucking basement but talking shit but never come outside, this ain't no motherfucking 85 South, but we finna rip your mouth out, Joe Budden. But we gon' critique that music, Sway. You ain't got the answers. This ain't no motherfucking Queen Radio, but we finna get into some things. Jason Lee, even he knew it ain't no show if you ain't a little messy. Drake, but I'm back in the cut trying to get rich like Roddy, but just getting released shoddy. I ain't no motherfucking Wendy Williams. I ain't no Soldier Boy, but you can find me on YouTube. Then motherfucker, you could turn this podcast off right now, because all you gonna get is some real shit from your very own Cujo Hendrix and friends. Real opinions, real reactions, real conversations, music, and fashion podcasts. Yo, welcome back, gang. Today gonna be a good show, no cap. I got a special guest in the building. Today he's a Chicago native, a rapper that speaks life and appreciation for achievements big or small, and also a male mentor. Let's give it up for Leone Capone, man.
Let's go. What's going on?
How you feeling?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. I won't complain. You know.
For sure.
Glad to be here.
It's a Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
It's a Sunday, man.
Good Sunday, you know. So
Yeah.
we woke up, we alive.
No cap. Dude, I just want to thank you for coming on the podcast, man. I really appreciate you coming on the platform and supporting, and vice versa.
For sure. I appreciate you for having me, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other people you could have had on here. But,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
No cap. Well, before we get into the show, I just want to play a little game called This or That. So let's get into it. Backwoods or Duchess?
Ooh, backwoods. You're the Duchess, boy.
Backwoods, man.
True raps.
I'm always gonna say it. The backwoods put me down every
They
time.
do. That's why you only do it at night.
Okay. All right, Harold to Uncle Remus.
Oh, man, I grew up off of Harold, but Uncle Remus been hitting a lot lately. Like, you know what I'm saying? You grew up on the south side.
Yeah.
All you know is Harold.
Mm-hmm.
You got the
Yeah.
Uncle Remus.
Uncle Remus, that sauce, man. It's the sauce, and I say Harold's got the chicken.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah. Cubs or White Sox?
White Sox all day.
Quick.
All day. My pop's a Cubs fan, so we be getting the rivals
Yeah.
Sox, south side all day.
Yeah, no bad. All right, Future or Young Thug?
Young Thug, because he kind of paved the way for what Future is doing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they rely on Young Thug so much.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
Personally, I had to say personally. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I'm going to go Kendrick.
All right,
Personally.
bet. Yeah. All right, me too.
Personally. Y'all keep y'all opinions. Personally.
All right, call or text?
You said call or text?
Yeah.
Text.
All right, bet.
I need to know what you texting me for before I know what you calling me about.
Yeah,
I
no
don't want to
doubt.
be on the phone for an hour, talk about nothing.
Nothing. All right, drill music or trap music?
I say trap music.
Trap music for sure.
Trap music. That's Jeezy. You know, that's T.I.
Yeah,
that's,
exactly.
You know, that's trap. Drill is, man,
Yeah,
talk about that.
for sure. Deep dish pizza or thin crust pizza?
Personally, thin crust.
Hell yeah,
I
no
love
problem.
deep dish, man. That's too much for me.
Too much bread and shit.
Man,
This should be
cheese.
gooey and shit.
Yeah, gee, why am I eating all that stomach gonna be?
Fucked up. What boss man D-Lo said? I was fucked up.
Man, you wasn't lying
up.
too. You really was.
All right, Instagram or Facebook?
I guess it depends on the use.
Yeah,
But I'm more Instagram.
for sure.
I'm more Instagram. That's why I met a lot of people that I know now. You know what I'm saying? So Instagram.
Willis, what do you call it? The Willis Tower or the Sears Tower?
I say Willis Tower.
You say the Willis Tower?
I say Willis Tower.
Okay.
What'd you say? Sears?
Yeah, I still call it Sears.
call
Yeah,
it
Sears, yeah. Because it's just like Willis Tower. I grew up knowing it as a Sears Tower, so it's just like.
I just adjust with the times.
You say there's no reason to stay in the past.
You know what I'm saying? We know the history.
All right. Well, how do you say this? Illinois or Illinois?
I hate when people add the S to the end of it, bro. Come on, man. Y'all know it's Illinois. Come on, man. Don't stop adding that S to that. Man. I just had that conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Stop adding that S. Yeah. It ain't supposed to be there.
It's supposed to be silent. Right. It's not even really supposed to be there.
Illinois.
Illinois, no doubt.
Chicago, Illinois.
They definitely. I be hearing a lot of people say Illinois.
Man, they put that on there themselves. Go to Google.
But that's just like people that call it's really Jewel Oscar.
Right.
But people call it Jules.
Oh man. Go in the parking lot and look up at the sign. Ain't no S at the end of that, man.
I think it's just really a Chicago thing. I don't know.
Come on, man. The S's.
All right, man. But all right. So I just want to get a listeners a little background of where you're from,
sure.
And like what part of the city you're from. So which part of the city and that you're from?
I say I'm from the South Side. A lot of people say like I'm from the East Side.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh no, that's East. I'm like, it's South.
I see what's the streets.
So I grew up on 68th and Ridgeland. So it's over there where that golf course is. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about. I mean, yeah. It could be south or west.
You know,
south to east. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of both. So I just say southeast.
And we really don't got no east side. It's like the east side is really the water.
Right, and it's really like the east side is really the south side.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. It's all right there.
It's all right there. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up on 68th and Ridgeland, and you know, my family and I, we stayed in a family apartment, a family unit. So we grew up over there.
Okay.
And that's why I went to school all my life over there in that area.
What school you go to? High school.
High school, I went to Gary Como College Prep.
Okay, I know.
71st South Chicago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Talk about discipline, man.
For real.
We had to wear the hard steppers, man.
The hard steppers, the uniform and all.
Man, belt, shirt got to be tucked in.
Iron.
Man, I'm gonna show you the picture.
I'm gonna show you the picture. He said it sounded like he hated it.
Show you the picture, man. Pants was big as hell.
No cap. I used to hate uniform, man, in high school. That was the worst.
Now they ain't gotta wear a lick of it.
Yeah, no. Literally, they going to school like they dressing up for clubs and shit.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Like they going to a whole club. Like, gee, how did you?
That's what they be going after. Right at school.
For real. For real. Did you play any sports or anything like that in high school?
I hooped from like 7th to 8th grade up until high school, and then after that, after high school, I just found out that hooping wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. So I just got into the arts and all that stuff.
For sure. Yeah, I feel that. I feel you on that. I didn't get that. I didn't learn that until I got to college, like freshman year.
You want to
like do sports? Yeah, and it was just because once I got to college and started playing, it was just like, this shit feel like a job, right. And they kind of suck the fun out of it because they be so strict on sports.
It turned into a business real fast. You know what I'm saying? It's more politics and business than it is fun, and sometimes that'll take the life away.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that's why I tell other people, if you can't play it, do it in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Coach or start your own league or something like that, and just do it in a different way. That don't mean you got to stop loving it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I see that on your Instagram, you were like, you do photography?
Yeah, I do photography too. Yeah. I really picked it up in college.
Oh, yeah? Oh, so, and then you went to Columbia, you said, right?
Yep, I went to Columbia. I just graduated a couple months ago in May, so.
Okay. And that just came about, photography? It was just something you just picked up on?
I was mainly doing graphic design, and then I was minoring in video production. So it's kind of like always been a camera in my hand, but my mentor, he actually gave me a camera.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Just because he knew that it was something I was interested in. When he gave me the camera, I just started pursuing everything that I wanted to with the camera and, actually getting into photography more. So my mentor is the one that put that spark in me to do photography.
Yeah, that's what's up. And him doing that, was that like before you went to college or was that while you were in college?
It was while I was in college.
Okay.
And then my last year of college, I could take extra classes because, it was towards the end.
Yeah.
So I could pick up some classes that I wanted to, and I really wanted to do photography. And I had a lot of fun with it. I learned a lot. And then ever since then, I just been, taking it as far as I can.
Yeah, with it, for sure. And was photography something that came first before you found the music, or was that all?
It was the music first, because I've been doing music since 7th grade or probably a little younger than that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Recording on my mom's computer. I was literally like, I pulled up a Chief Keef instrumental. I think it was I Don't Like a Love Sosa, and I'm just rapping over it. And it's so cringe to go back and listen to it, man. That's why I don't. But
We had one of those.
I was rapping over that, and then actually when I found my mentor, he was working on this video for Dwayne Wade.
Oh, okay.
And he put me on like this, what was supposed to be a soundtrack for it. It didn't make it, of course, but that also got my spark re-interested for music. Because then it was like, all right, now he put me in something I love.
Yeah.
Throughout high school, I would go to the studio because they had one next door in the building called the Gary Coleman Youth Center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the studio, we'd go out there, met a producer named Spree. Spree helped me get my sound together and everything like that.
Okay.
And then from there on out, man, it was just like I found what I really wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. You had the whole studio at
Man.
your access like that. You know, a lot of people can't,
I took advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure, as you
And
should.
I had to. It was like
Yeah.
when I really first started back doing it, I found out that it was something that I was really passionate about because, it was just I was doing it different.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was going to be growing up to, become a different person. So I was trying to reflect that in my music too,
Yeah, for sure. And to talking about that, mentoring. So you had a mentor throughout high school or college? How did that?
I met my mentor. He was actually my assistant principal of my high school.
Oh, okay.
So he connected with me in 8th grade through my mother. I didn't want to go to that high school, you know what I'm saying? But he's the reason that I actually went to the high school, and my mom as well, because she knew he was going to be there and take care of me.
Yeah.
And ever since then, so my mentor from 8th grade is also the same mentor that came to my college graduation.
Oh, okay. That's
You know what I'm saying? And he made sure that we succeeded in life no matter what it was. And I always say he got us ready for a world that didn't want to see us win. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he told us, like, everybody not going to like what you do, and everybody not going to like you for who you are. But at the end of the day, it's your life, and you still got to live in this world.
Yeah.
You're going to make family, you know what I'm saying? You're going to do all of that stuff. So just put yourself first and just keep your head down, keep working. And that's why I'm here this day doing what I'm doing and doing what I love. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, because a lot of people in Chicago, a lot of black men, young kids, they don't have, that outlet or that mentor to like keep them out of trouble.
They don't.
So that's dope that your parents or your mom, made sure that he took care of you throughout them years. And is that how you meet so many people?
Through my mentoring program and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
I would say yeah, too, because what I always try to tell people is take advantage of the connections that you make, even if it's through other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mentor put us in a position where we make a lot of connections.
Okay.
And those connections, you want to use them so you can get your own stuff out of it.
Exactly.
You don't want to keep relying on them to put you through to somebody.
Right.
So what I did was all the connections that he provided to me, I made sure that I kept in contact with him. And I told them, hey, if it's any other thing if it's ever anything that I can do, you got some work, volunteer work or whatever, then invite me out. So, for example, through my mentoring program, I linked up with the Obama Foundation.
Oh, shit.
I went to New Orleans for the Final Four. They paid for everything with TNT, Warner Media, all of that. So down there, I met a woman named Ariel. She owns her own staffing company.
Oh, okay.
And she staffed me at CLGP at Navy Pier. And ever since then, I've been doing work with her, different events and all of that stuff too. So that's why I say make your connections work for you how you need them to.
Yeah.
Because that's how I make, extra money or whatever to keep up with whatever I got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. That's what's out there. Damn,
Yeah,
that's
man,
wrong as fuck. Because I was looking at your Instagram. I'm like, damn, this nigga didn't see Oprah. He seen Will Smith, Joakim Noah. Like, what the fuck?
And that's just pulling on people that he connected me to. You know what I'm saying? Or my dad or whoever connected me to.
Yeah.
So I don't take it lightly. We only get one life.
For sure, exactly.
And
You
it
gotta
ain't
live it to the
promised no
fullest.
days.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I say that all the time. Live your life to the fullest, because you never know when you gonna check. So.
Or when somebody you love is going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then what's the mentoring program name? What is it like a?
It's called Champs Male Mentoring.
Okay.
And they have 2 different locations. So they're out in Calumet City, and they're also on the Southside Chicago at Gary Coleman Youth Center.
Oh, okay.
So they partner with them and have a couple of different partners too. But like I said, I've been knowing them since 8th grade. So When they call, I show up because they did it for me, and I know that I'm in a position now to do it for somebody else that may need it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you like a mentor now?
Yeah, I'm a mentor now with them too. So pretty much ever since I graduated college, I became a mentor with them.
Okay.
You know, just been learning as much as I can, and they actually are the reason why, you know, I just speak how I speak, and you know, I'm not ashamed of myself or you know none of that.
Yeah.
Because we would have group circles.
Oh, okay.
And you know, we'll just put ourselves out there, and then they'll let us know like you value, we care for you, we got you. And when I reach out to them, it always confirms that.
For sure. Yeah, I want to get into that as well with the mentoring some more, just because like with your music, I hear like how you deliver your music is like delivered in like a mentoring way. Like it's like it's like
Try to teach y'all.
yeah, it's like a lesson you try to teach us, or like you give us advice or a solution to whatever the problem, or, you know, a possible problem that the listener may be having, or even with yourself. You know, you just like try to keep people to keep striving, and I fuck with that, and I feel like the mentoring, that's probably what, you know.
It does, for sure.
I think that plays a big part in your sound.
The mentoring, and I would say, you know, my family, my parents, and all of that. Because, you know, my parents, they keep me grounded. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing them all my life, for real. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So, you know, just the different conversations that I have with them. But definitely the mentoring, because they got me at an age where it was critical. You know what I'm saying? They got me at an age where I was transitioning into somebody where I was trying to figure out who I was and what I was going to be. You know what I'm saying? And what my purpose was. And being with them made me realize that. Just having different men around to bounce things off of, and, you know, that I can call besides my parents. And a lot of times that's what's needed. You need people that you can call on outside of your family who have already heard you, or, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, well, he'll be out here. Get over it.
Or they got other stuff going on. They can't really.
And that's why a lot of people or a lot of kids or whoever are out here and they lost, because it's like don't nobody listen to them. Don't nobody hear or care about what they got to say, or you know what they trying to do or what they want to become in life, because the life of people's parents are put on the kids a lot of times. And then it's like you force them into a lifestyle. That wasn't the case for me. I was able to, you know what I'm saying, kind of explore what I wanted to do and who I want to be. So that's why I thank God for, you know, my mentoring program and all of that. And I actually listen a lot more than I talk. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
That's how people learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't always think I'm right. And even if I do think I'm right, I still hear people out with what they got to say, because I can still learn something out of that, too.
Facts. That's what's up, man. So that's dope. Well, shout out to them. And keep doing your thing with the mentoring thing, because a lot of the youth in Chicago need that, for sure. So I fuck with that.
For sure.
How did you get the name Leone Capone? Like, how does that represent you as an artist?
So, how I got Leone Capone was my dad got remarried. To my stepmother, who was also definitely like a mother to me. You know what I'm saying? We cool, and you know she got me through a lot of problems that I may have had with my father. You know, father-son stuff goes. So she was just there, and you know she always listened to what I had to say, but she was gonna tell me if I was wrong too. You know, and I listened to that part. And growing up around her, she would always call me Leone Capone, what's going on, Leone Capone, what's up, Leone Capone? And then my rap name was gonna be Lil Thad, because I'm Thaddeus Jr. You know, but I'm like, it's too many Lils in the world. Everybody got a Lil something, you know. And it was just gonna get boring to me, and it was gonna be average. And I didn't want my name to be that, especially if I was gonna be in music and try to make a staple in music. So I was trying to figure out what my name was gonna be, and I was like, I got it, the perfect name, Leone Capone. And ever since then, I've been going with that name, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, oh, you related to Al Capone? Like, that ain't even my real name. My real name is, I will not disclose, but.
For sure. Shit, I wish I was related to him and get some money, shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They still got some work out here somewhere.
Somewhere, no doubt.
Still got some work, for real.
So talk to us about who you are as an artist. Just like explain to the people like who you are as an artist.
As an artist, Leone Capone is one positive. I try to speak life, you know what I'm saying, because life is in the power of the tongue. And a lot of stuff I say is positive and is influential, because I want people to listen to different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I know that my music isn't for everybody, and that's okay. You know, my music is for who it's for. It's for the people that it motivates and inspires, and that's all I ever wanted to do with my music, was just be that person that, and you know, not to judge nobody. You know, everybody grew up different, but not to talk about the drugs and the guns and the killing and all that stuff, because a lot of people are making that music already, and that just wasn't my personality, and it isn't my personality. Right. So my personality is just, you know, trying to tell people how to get through stuff like how I've been going through stuff, and that's to stay strong, keep faith, you know what I'm saying, pray, go to church. Amen. If you do, you know what I'm saying, pray to whoever you pray to, and just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get lost in not being themselves, and by the grace of God and my mother and my father and my mentor, and like I said, I never got lost in who I was. Yeah. And, you know, that's what I speak in my music.
That's what's up, for sure. Well, you definitely, all that you described, definitely you
appreciate it.
You give in your music.
I appreciate it.
I hear it. I hear the, like I said, you give like the mentor vibes to music. Like,
and I want to give your flowers too, not to cut you off, but I want to give your flowers too, because like I said, you didn't have to have me up here, and you don't have to be doing this podcast and anything, you know what I'm saying? But you bring a lot of talented people on here, you know what I'm saying? A lot of great and inspirational people on here. And you doing a lot of this work by yourself, and you know what I'm saying? You on the grind, and you know, so definitely want to give you your flowers and just say thank you for what you're doing for the people. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And all of that, because you deserve that, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm just trying to just give the talent of Chicago a different light, you know? Because like you said, we get a negative light of just being Chicago, and because we're labeled as a drill city, a drill rap. And
a lot of it is news coverage and, you know, media stuff that make us look bad, and, you know, the 20 versus ones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. It put a bad rep on our city.
For real.
Man.
So, yeah, I just be trying to turn that narrative, you know, so I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell me, when you started rapping, well, when's the first time you got introduced to hip hop or and rap? Like, do you remember the first time you were like introduced to it?
I was riding with my dad, and my dad's always been the biggest Jay-Z fan. You know what I'm saying? This time he was playing the song with Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Carter. You know what I'm saying?
Carter. Yeah.
And I think that was when I first got introduced. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember that song vividly playing. We riding in his Cadillac, little brown Cadillac, you know, brown leather seats. He got that playing, you know, I think it was either a tape or a CD. Because around it wasn't even no aux cord in the car.
Yeah, it wasn't there. There wasn't no such thing as an aux cord.
Yeah, my pops wasn't going to get no aux cord either.
There was no such thing. It was either a CD or a tape.
Yeah, he old school, man. He not going to get no aux cord. So.
Or get an extra radio to put in and shit.
Right, it's too much. He like, no, we going to play it how we play it. So he was riding around listening to that, man. Yeah. And ever since then, Lil Wayne was my favorite rapper because of that. But it was definitely that part.
That's what's up, yeah. Yeah, I grew up on hardcore rap.
Man.
That's what I grew up on. Like Hell Rail.
Oh, yeah, like.
Prodigy.
Oh, yeah.
That's when my pops used to listen to that.
They don't know about that Hell Rail, though.
And like, as a kid, I'm like, man, what the fuck is we listening to?
Hell Rail, one of the ones, though. I better go listen to them Diplomat albums.
Yeah, that's what that was type of music I was growing up on. And that was with my pops, and then with my mama, it was more like R&B. So like
like house music,
all that.
You know what I'm saying? Follow me.
It was all that with my OG, and then with my pops, it was just hardcore rap every day. Tupac, Biggie.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, it's just exactly. So I feel you on that. But yeah, Lil Wayne, he up there. He so raw. Even when I listen to his old music.
Oh yeah, I think it's more
today.
I think it's more so the old music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say Wayne fell off, but it just, you know, I think he used a lot more auto tune now.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, when you listen to his old music now at our grown age, you be like, yo, this nigga was wrong.
Timeless. Dog. Timeless.
For real, man. So tell me when you started taking rap serious, like for real.
I started taking rap seriously when I got to college, because that's where a lot of people that I perform with now, or, you know what I'm saying, I interact with now, a lot of my closest people, I met in college, and I started doing music with them in college, and, you know, shout out my boy Mariana Reverb. He was the one that kind of gave me my first, like, platform to actually start performing a lot at Sub T.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when I really got into it. But also when I met my homeboy producer, Jaleel, and I made my first song, Hustler.
Okay.
And then, you know what I'm saying, I got in the studio, and then it was like, ever since then, I loved it. I've been chasing that, like, man, it's like an adrenaline rush. Yeah, like that thrill.
Yeah.
And I can't stop. Like, even when I'm not doing it, I'm doing it.
Facts.
Like, I'm writing or I'm, like, studying music or something. You know what I'm saying? So it was really college.
For sure. Yeah. Columbia will do that, man.
Man, I got
and they put
so much other stuff.
Yeah, and they put you, and you just be around so many, like, different creative people that it's just, like, it make you want to dibble and dabble and everything. Even though if you're not into it, it's just, like, seeing somebody else do it in your space is just, like, damn.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hard. But, yeah, that graphic design, I try to get into that. That shit tough. That shit is hard.
Bro, they make you take web design and all of that.
Yeah, I believe you,
they
man.
They try to film you and everything.
Yeah, that shit, it's a little tough because you gotta work with it. You gotta work on the computer a lot with like editing and all that. And
my eyes, nah, I supposed to have glasses, man. I lost them. I ain't gonna get none. Be on that computer, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah,
man, it was way worse.
Yeah, shit tough. So let's take it back a little bit. I seen you drop the album late last year in December.
Yeah.
Called "Message from the Messenger."
Yeah.
You have a total of like 15 songs on there. I got a few favorite on there. I got a few like "History in the Making," "Take Two," "Bubble Tim's," "Blueprint," "What's Going On," and "Grace."
Yeah.
But my top two favorite is "Blueprint" and "Bubble Tim's." Those is hard.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure, those definitely number one on my list. But tell me the vision you had of dropping this album.
And well, the reason I even put Messenger in there is because, like, you know, like how I feel I am, you know, I just speak a message. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's everything that I want people to hear that I also tell myself. Like, you got it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is short. Yes, it is. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you do and what you love while you're still here.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times you're going to get to do it, or, you know, if circumstances are going to change or whatever. So just that message. Yeah. Because I'm the type of person, I love people. Yeah. Like, even if I got a problem with you, I'm going to just come try to talk to you about it or whatever. And even if we're not on talking terms, I love you from a distance.
That's what's up.
So just real positive, but also having fun.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to have fun.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah, I'm a mentor. I still do smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm letting you know, like, yeah, I do all the positive stuff, but I'm still a human being.
Exactly.
You know?
And weed ain't going to hurt nobody.
It's not. Like, it's not. I don't be.
Shit is legal.
When I go places that's important.
Yeah.
I don't got to, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm just chilling, it's me or whatever the case may be.
Of course, right.
You mind my business. I'm not at work. I'm not on the clock. None of that. So,
thanks. For that record Blueprint, was that a sample on there? That one had like the vocals, the background vocals on that one?
It was so I get a lot of my beats in like packages and shit. You know what I'm saying? So my boy from Argentina,
oh okay,
he cooking it up. You know, so no, I don't think it was a sample.
Okay.
It was just more so me and my boy Reverb.
Okay.
And
I know I came across Reverb.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, we actually.
That's
it was
my
so funny. Dog. I was in here prepping for the show last night, and he went on live. It was like 1:00 in the morning, and I'm over here prepping for the show, and he come up, and I just click on it. And then we get to chopping it up. I'm like, wait, I just literally listened to a song that you and Leone was on. I'm
that's
like,
my boy.
He was like, which one? And he was like, Blueprint. He was like, oh, yeah. He said the same thing. He said, yeah, that's my brother.
That's my dog. Like, you talk about, and we met at Columbia.
Oh, yeah?
We met at Columbia in the cafeteria.
Oh, wow.
At the UC.
Yeah, yeah.
And ever since then, we've been locked in. He keep me on my toes. Like, if I don't hear from him, you know what I'm saying, I'll call him. And if he don't hear from me, he'll call me. But he keep me on my toes with the music, and he's why I'm so in tune. A lot of my music connections came from him, and just, you know, him keeping me plugged in. But outside of music, we be with each other, families, and, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff. So that's really my brother, you know what I'm saying? So college to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Who produced, who do you have one set producer for this album, or was it like a mixture of people?
It was a mixture. I recorded this whole album at Envion, and then it was also produced by my boy S Rock.
Okay.
S Rock is a cold producer. You know what I'm saying? He also produced for like Closed Casket and all of them.
Okay.
but it was a mixture of both of them. So really only envy on to him because I like having people I can go to and trust with my quality.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want no bullshit from your art, for sure.
No, you don't. You putting this out there, it's gonna be out there.
Exactly, forever. But now moving to like forward to present time, you have a new EP out now.
Right.
It's called Purposeful, with a total of 5 songs.
Yeah.
It's definitely a vibe. Like the whole project is definitely a whole vibe. Tell me the story behind that EP.
The story behind Purposeful. So when I did A Message from the Messenger, I also had a listening party with some close friends of mine, and they were giving me feedback. And, you know, I was just sitting there listening, taking in the feedback, and Purposeful came along because of the feedback that I got from A Message from the Messenger.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, throw some more hooks in there, or, you know, kind of let the beat breathe a little bit so people can kind of catch a little vibe to it, and, you know, just get a track some breath. Yeah. And, you know, kind of just more structured bars, or, you know, more meaningful or whatever. And I took that and I went with it, and I made sure I worked hard on it.
Yeah.
So that's how Purposeful came about. And it's still the same type of message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still the same positivity. But it's more so just me at a point where I felt like I got better because of their feedback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So taking what they said and actually applying it to my music.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's that. When you saying that, that's what I kind of got. I feel like the artists like what you were putting out, you were like giving yourself a lot of grace and appreciation in this project. And even for the listener, if the listener was whatever they were going through, you were like giving grace, like give yourself grace, you know, appreciation. So
For sure,
I was feeling
yourself.
that. I was feeling that. And then for the EP, you have a record called 23.
Yeah.
Now that one, was that a sample? Because you had like vocals on the background for that one. For sure.
It was produced by my boy Noah.
Yeah.
We also met in college,
Okay.
and you know, he was a year or two under me or whatever.
Okay.
We was in the studio one day. I was recording another track, and I was like, "No, you got some beats?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I got some." And then when he played that, I said, "Dog, you better not get that to nobody else, man."
That's hard. I fuck with 23. I fuck with that.
Man,
beat hard.
it was just majority of this EP also was just based off Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially that song "So Chicago," because talking about the building, you know, the bus stop where I got picked up at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, it's all Chicago for real.
Sure. Yeah, I had that was one of my favorites, including "So Fire" and "Shine."
Man,
yeah, those was some hits too.
Man, "So Fire" is one of the ones.
Was there any artists that had an inspiration on you for this project, for this EP?
You mean like close friends to me, or you mean more so like
either or? Yeah, like local artists, or even somebody that was like mainstream that you like, you know, you were inspired by or something like that.
I've been listening to a lot of Mos Def, Knife Wonder, a lot of instrumentals by Jay Dilla.
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot of The Locks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You already, you know what I'm saying? My favorite group right now.
Sure.
And just studying different kinds of music. I've been listening to rock and roll and, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the only reason I asked because listening to that project, I was getting like, your vibe gives like Nas or like Method Man. Like your voice sometimes when you be like on Blueprint, I thought it was Method Man. I'm like, yo, this nigga got Method Man on his, and I had to go double check. Like, wait a minute. But it was you, and I'm like, oh, this shit hard. Like,
definitely Wu-Tang. I went to go see them live in concert.
Oh, yeah?
And they had Nas as one of the people that was with them.
Oh, okay.
The New York State of Mind tour.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, for sure. I wanted to buy my pops tickets for that when they came. But
man, it was so dope.
Yeah.
It was dope.
You ever watched the Wu-Tang
oh, yeah, the
series? Yeah.
I wanted them to bring it back, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit was good as fuck. It definitely was good. Do you have like set producers, or do you be finding your beats online?
I have set producers I go to.
Okay.
My boy Jaleel, Noah, Benny, and then my boy Special Ed. He not really Special Ed, but that's what he called. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but it's a part of his name. You know what I'm saying? And Special is his producer name or tag.
Okay.
You know, so him as well.
Yeah.
So just people that I kind of grow relationships with, and
That's
that I
what's
be.
up.
So
Yeah,
them my dogs, them my go to for beats.
that's good because a lot of people don't have. I ran across a couple artists and they have issues finding producers, and it's be tough to get producers because either like you said they don't know they just want to give you a beat and that's it. They ain't really trying to work on your craft and really lock in and so.
But that's why you gotta find people that even if you gotta go through somebody else, you can connect with somebody else through somebody that may know somebody.
Right.
So, a lot of people be afraid to ask for connections through other people. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta make sure you don't shit on their name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Don't do that to their name.
Yeah.
But make sure that if you're gonna do that, you do that, and don't be scared to do it.
Yeah,
Because you never know who.
Yeah, facts.
The person that you may be scared to ask might be the person that you need to ask.
That puts you in a whole different
Put
position.
you in a whole different position. So don't be scared to ask.
Yeah, people pride.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, it be me sometimes too. Like, man, I gotta ask this person for some help, know. But it's just the pride in me sometimes.
But sometimes that's how we kind of praise our downfall a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that may be that thing that gets you through. And that may be the thing that you really need to take you to the next level. So, even if it may be somebody that you don't like, that you may need to ask, just ask them. And then if they do or they don't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Then if they do, then you can go ahead and you ain't got to talk to that person.
Yeah.
Unless that other person just don't reach out. But don't be scared to ask, man.
So, you doing shows and stuff. I be seeing you doing a couple shows, and you work a lot with the shows and showcases and stuff. Sure. What are some of your biggest pet peeves when performing or even seeing other people perform?
Sometimes, the main thing, hearing people perform with their lyrics in the back.
So the sound.
Like it's cool to do ad libs. If you need to take a breath. Because the times where you may need to take a breath if you rehearse your lyrics and stuff like that. Because then you can't hear the artist and know that they're actually good at what they're doing.
Right.
And another one of my pet peeves is a lot of times when people get up there to perform, or a lot of people see you perform, and then sometimes the music just play, or like people don't really. A lot of people don't come prepared.
Yeah.
And they be like, "You supposed to take this serious." Like even if you're doing it for free, you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
And that's how you mess up your blessings and miss your opportunities, stuff like that. And I know we all got stuff to get better at and work on. I ain't saying I'm perfect.
Right.
But you got to come.
But you still have to have some type of decorum and be right.
I ain't saying I ain't messed up. I ain't saying I still don't mess up.
I'm not saying you a Drake, but damn, come prepared.
Right. You might be on his level.
Exactly.
That one
day,
person.
Shit.
Come on. Man.
For sure. What's the dream collab that you want?
A dream collab that I want. Ooh, man, that's a great question. Think one of the people that inspired me the most, I would say, is Chance. Just that whole who was it? Acid Rap? Was that the name of that one?
Acid Rap. Yeah.
Acid Rap.
Yeah.
So Acid Rap, and then listening to that whole thing, man, it really inspired me. And, just still listening to the stuff that he does and, the moves that he making or whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely Chance. And Chance and Common.
For sure.
Chance, Common, Larry June, Currency.
Okay, Currency. Oh, man, I haven't heard of Currency in a minute. Oh,
Spitter? Come on, man.
Currency, man. I remember Currency for sure.
The Wiz Khalifa and Currency.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
For sure. What's the writing process like for you? Is it something? Do you write or do you just freestyle, or do you just actually sit and
It was one song I recently did that I freestyled. Okay. That was the only time I really freestyled a song. My writing process is more so I may turn on some old school instrumentals. Okay. And just write to the old school instrumentals. Okay. And a lot of times like that, I'm able to kind of track it along with the records that I'm going to do or the beats that I already have or something like that, or sometimes I may just go sit in the car and just write, you know what I'm saying, just to get out. Because sometimes being in the house, it don't really help. Yeah, fact. And I just be wanting to sit there and play the game sometimes, but you know what I'm saying, chill, do whatever.
Man.
So I be having to get out to actually, you know what I'm saying, do what I need to do. So, yeah, I throw on some beats, write, and just keep writing.
Yeah, I get you on that, though, about being in that house. Trying to do your work inside of your own house is tough. Like, before I got this space to do the podcast, People was like, just do it out of your room, blah, blah, blah. No, because my bed right there.
Right.
The game right there, the TV right there, the covers is right there. Now, it's tempting just to go back and go lay down, like
Take a nap.
take a nap. Be like, oh, I get up in an hour or two. I'll get back to it.
Get up and still be tired.
Yep.
More tired than when you went to sleep.
Yep. When I was in college, I was doing I was heavy on my clothing line, and I was everything, all that you see over there, the heat press, the sewing machine, all that was all compact in my room, and I'm in there making hoodies, t-shirts, and I'm like, bro, I can't do this in this room no more. Like, I need a space where I could go to and work and have space, you know?
That's how it was in my college dorm. I started making clothes out of my college dorm.
Yeah.
Had the heat press and everything in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got boxes of stuff.
Exactly. Boxes, towers.
I say I'm going to do 10 or 5. I do 1 and I'm in the bed. Watching TV.
Watching TV, no boundaries. Like, man, so I feel you on that. You having to get out that house and, like, go somewhere to get what you need to get done. Because just being cooped up in the house could become a lot, too. So,
Oh, man, them walls.
them 4 walls.
Ooh.
No bad. Do you have any singles coming out for 2024? I know you just dropped the EP.
Yeah.
Do you have any more music coming before 2024 ends, or are you gonna wait till like the new year?
Actually, so I was working with a record label at Columbia.
Oh,
And I'm still signed to that record label.
Wait, Columbia has a record label?
Yeah, they do. So it's called AMP.
Oh,
Amp
wow.
Records.
I went to I ain't even know they had a record label. Damn.
So I signed with a record label these past couple months, and then I'm still signed with them, but it's just a different team that I'm working with. You know what I'm saying? But one of the people on the team is also somebody that I made music with.
Oh,
And
okay.
still, you know what I'm saying, work with in the music scene and everything like that. So I'm working with them, and I'm actually planning on releasing something too, and, you know, getting some more videos and stuff out there, because I haven't been dropping no videos.
Yeah.
I say this too, like, I felt like I lost my spark for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I was depending on a lot of other people to take care of myself, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like I was only doing stuff when people would invite me, or, you know what I'm saying? I would only make content with somebody who's like, come, you know what I'm saying? Let's do a content or shoot. And I wasn't really putting myself out there like I should have been, you know what I'm saying? And I realized that probably only a couple days ago. And, you know, just through people I've lost back to back to back to back. And, you know, I lost that spark because of that. So I'm just now in the process of where I'm starting to feel my spark again.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, right now is the time where I'm like, I got to get this done. 'Cause like I said, tomorrow I ain't promised.
Yeah, facts.
So if anything happened to me, I can say, or a lot of other people can say too, he did what he wanted to do. He lived his life.
Yeah.
And he made it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit. Well, I'm sorry for your losses, because, you know, that's tough. Especially, like you said, when you're a creative person, that could definitely affect that for sure.
I ain't realized how much it did, you know what I'm saying, until, I was in the car one day, and I was just like, damn, all of it just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Broke down a little bit, and I was just driving. And then I had to go back and talk to moms about it.
Yeah.
You know, we talked through it and everything, but, you know, it's cool to cry.
Yeah, for sure.
Cry is a refreshment of
Hell
yourself, you know what I'm saying, to get that out of you. And I say this too, don't be afraid to talk to people, man. Just find somebody that you can talk to about whatever, whenever, however, and they ain't gonna judge you, but they gonna keep it real with you, you know, because we need them people.
Yeah.
And that's how we gonna make it through life.
Yep, no bad. It's just like when you cry, it's like you're a new person afterwards. You be like, all right, I'm good.
And I was feeling good after that. 'Cause I'm like, man, now I know what I need to do, how I need to get better, and I know what was wrong with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just flushed it out.
For sure. So you said you are signed, because my next question would be like, were you an independent artist? How did that come about? Because like I said, I didn't know Columbia had a record label.
So I'm signed, but I'm still independent, if that makes sense. Like, I can still release my own music. You know, it's not to the point where I even have to release music with them if I didn't want to. But, you know, I always say it's like we're both helping each other in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they helping me with a lot of stuff, a lot of marketing and, you know, all of that stuff too. And they behind me. And, you know, just meeting with them and all of that stuff, I know that they're people I can really trust and we going to help each other.
Yeah.
And it's not like a one-sided thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's I can choose to or I can choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I actually like the people I'm working with.
Mm-hmm.
And they help me out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so
That's what's up. Okay, that's dope. Like I said, I ain't know that, so.
it's fun though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it's fun.
And they provide like all the studios and all that. They have
Yeah, and-
studios and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have studios too.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
you know what I'm saying, and that's why I say connection too, because a lot of them know people that know people or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, they go to Columbia, so they creators
Right.
themselves.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
record and shoot videos and do all of that.
Yeah. And there's already so many people at Columbia too that got connections.
Oh, for sure. A whole bunch of them.
Yeah, facts. If you can describe your music in one word, what would it be?
I know this is gonna sound, you know, kind of cliche, but purposeful. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Purposeful.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know my purpose is helping people and just being a man of the people. I do a lot for the homeless. I do a lot for, you know what I'm saying? It's just where my heart is. I have a heart for helping people.
That's dope.
So purposeful because through all my years of being my mentor and program and all that stuff, I know my purpose is now. And it's just to help people.
That's dope. What's something you dislike about being an artist and something you like about being an artist?
I dislike how a lot of artists get the same type of labels or like feelings shown upon them. You know, because if you tell somebody you rap or that you make music or do whatever, then they kind of look at you different as opposed to telling somebody that you're a doctor or a nurse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, doctors and nurses, they all still had to go through a process to where they actually had to become doctors and nurses for real.
Probably even longer than we did.
Right, and it's just like musicians and podcasters and, you know, radio hosts and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a process for everybody. So I don't like how our process is like kind of diminished while their process is like shunned and you know, they get all the praise for it.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing I love about the music is that I get to be myself, express myself, and I get the control over it. And the connections that I'm able to make through it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, and they be trying to shit on just being a creative person, period.
Sure.
Go get a real job. What?
Right.
Like,
Everybody don't have it though, and that's what be killing me. Everybody don't have it. So just because you don't have it and I do,
right.
don't make me feel bad because I got it.
Exactly. No cap. What's your thoughts on hip hop and rap overall? It's locally and mainstream.
I feel like local hip hop and kind of like underground is better because of the fact that you got a lot of people that's actually working on the grind in the process, as opposed to people who make it and then they feel like, oh, I'm comfortable and I got to the point where I want to be and I don't have to keep working, which is why a lot of artists who come from the underground scene to the mainstream scene make a lot of terrible music now because of the fact that they feel like they made it and they don't have to keep putting out the same type of quality that they was before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I was going to think of somebody, but
it's a lot of artists like that.
I don't even want to say no names, man.
It's a lot of artists like that. Trust me. It's like they get lazy. Like
Yeah.
lazy as fuck. And
I'm comfortable. I made the
way too
money.
comfortable. Right. I got the acknowledgement. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but if you doing this shit for the people and you doing it for your fans, man, you got to provide every time and go all the way out. It can't be half-assed.
That's why accolades don't matter to me.
Because some of that shit be bullshit, too.
I go out into the crowd after the performance, somebody tell me, oh, your music made me cry or it, you know, made me feel a certain way. That's all I need right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If as long as your music giving a feeling.
Yeah.
What are some goals you want out of this thing that we call music? Like, what are some things on your bucket list that you want to accomplish?
Just make people shift their mindsets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to start thinking different about themselves. You know, because the music I make made me feel different about myself.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, when I'm in the process of making it, you know, I really learned a lot about myself, and I learned how good of a person I am, and you know how much underappreciated I am by people.
Yeah.
And all the stuff I do made me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
So I want people to be able to feel good about themselves too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what matters, and that's what a change a person's life from being in the streets to actually going to, you know what I'm saying, get a job or, you know, do whatever you good at.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of people in the streets and that are in jail are smarter than a lot of people that have went to college.
Facts.
Real talk, like. for real.
Yeah, I believe you.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause you'll talk to somebody that been in prison for a long time, they're just dropping gems on you. You be like,
Wisdom.
damn.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
And they were smart before they went in, but the circumstances, the people they was around or whatever led them to be in a situation that they in, and you can't blame nobody for that.
Yeah, facts. So I see you do a lot of events and stuff for creative sessions. And tell me about that organization for the people that don't know.
So Creative Sessions is a family first, right? We all know each other. You know what I'm saying? We know each other families. We know each other. We hang out with each other. We, you know, laugh with each other. We do all type of stuff with each other. So it's a family first, and then I would say it's business second.
Okay.
For us. A lot of people is business first, family second. I don't get that, but you know, so we all know each other, and we plan different events around the city of Chicago, and even Kahari, who is the founder and CEO of it, he went out to Los Angeles for the art battle.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, just kind of trying to spread it all over. But Creative Sessions is an event planning team. We all have our different roles. I do community development, and there's a lot of other people who do a lot of other fantastic stuff, DJs and all of that stuff, you know, and it's just more so about telling people that you can have fun, but it can also be safe fun. And, you know what I'm saying, you can come out and enjoy a good time with the people, and you don't have to worry about nothing, because at our events, it ain't never been no issues because everybody either know each other or no. This ain't that type of event where it's going to be going down like that. You know?
Well, I've been to their events, and their events be lit. I like them. They real like intimate, like how you say it, like it's everybody knows each other. So it's like everybody, it's just dope environment.
My people.
I've been to a couple of them this past summer that we just had. Y'all had a whole bunch of them this summer, different sessions and shit.
We need to count.
But I fuck with that whole thing. It's a vibe. I met a lot of great people. I met you through going to one of those events. So it's those events definitely lock in. I know they got one coming up October 31st. It's a Halloween, all females, right?
Yeah.
Performing?
All female performances.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to check that out and see what's going on with that.
For sure.
But you said you're head of development, community
development.
So what is that position actually, like what do you actually have to do with that? Like do you just go out?
So like I said, I just love people.
Yeah.
So, you know, whether it's interaction and, you know, making people feel comfortable and involved and, you know, all that stuff, that's what I do. And also in the process of just doing different events where we actually go into the different communities and, like, actually help out the communities.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, partying and, you know, all that stuff is cool. But it's like, what is the purpose of doing it if you're not actually, like, giving back to the people for real? So that's more so, you know, what I do, and you know, just trying to figure out different events and activities where we can have people that come out to party also come out to like volunteer or, you know, do something where we make bags and give them out to the homeless or you know, something like that. Okay. So you know,
that's what's up.
Going to the kids' schools and, you know what I'm saying, do like a speaking your voice or, you know what I'm saying, understanding your voice or, you know what I'm saying. Stuff,
that's what's up. Is there any other shows or anything you're doing or anything that business ventures you're focusing on besides music?
I did clothing for a bit. I'm getting back into it.
Okay.
I'm bringing back my candles.
Okay. You make candles?
Yeah, make candles. Yeah. Yeah. So
you make candles? Okay.
I've been in the crib just, you know, getting everything together. A lot of them are made already, so you know, just getting everything together on my designer stuff, on my labels.
Check the candles out because I need some for the stew.
That's what I should have brought.
Candles.
Candles.
Should have brought a candle.
About the shirt.
But no, we could definitely lock in and I get some candles from you, man. Put them in here for sure. Yeah, that's different. A rapper that makes candles.
Candles, man. Candles.
How did you learn to do that? Or what made you want to start doing that?
Man, I had a vision in college when I was asleep. Well, I would say a dream when I was asleep. And it was like me ordering all the stuff I needed to make my candles. And I always say, don't take that lightly. Don't take signs lightly.
Okay.
And that was a sign. It was something that was telling me, like, this is what you need to do. It's not something everybody else is doing. It's going to be different for you. But that sign and that dream and that vision, it woke me up out of my sleep. In the middle of my sleep, I ordered everything I wanted to or needed to just to start making candles. And I've been doing this since then. Like, I was just making candles in college and just giving them out to people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of people still ask me to this day, are you still doing your candles? Are you bringing them back or something like that? You know, so, I mean, that one time just set me up.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely different. It's different. You don't hear a lot of people making candles.
Good.
He said good. Right?
Don't start either.
Right, don't start either. We're gonna leave that to Leon.
Go to them candle making classes, but don't start making y'all on.
Do not go to the candle making classes, okay? Yeah, you stick to that. Let an instructor teach you.
You doing what I'm doing. Hey, I'm candle making class coming soon.
I'm screaming. Oh, that was what I was gonna ask you. Do you consider yourself like a spiritual person, or is it more like, because you were saying like you take signs and stuff, you take that kind of serious? So
what's crazy was I never grew up religious, so my family wasn't really in the church like that, nothing like that. And I can't say I understand it right now, but when I went to church today, I didn't join the church at first, but something just told me to join it. You know what I'm saying? And back to what I was saying earlier, when I felt like I was just kind of depending on other people for stuff. Yeah. The message was telling us today about riding on the coattails of other people. Yeah. And I felt like that message was speaking to me because it goes back to how I was talking about depending on other people just to live my life. Yeah. And every time I go to church and I'm dealing with something, going through something, it speaks directly to me. So that's a sign I didn't take lightly either. So I'm like, first Sunday, it was like, people that's coming to join the church or you want to join the church, the doors are open. Right. So I was actually working the camera while I was working for the church. Like I said, I didn't join it yet. Yeah. But I was working the camera in the back with them because I'm going to start doing that too. Right. And then they was doing that, and I'm like, hey, man, I should just go out there. One of the people from the church was like, yeah, go out there. So I went out there, and I actually decided that I'm going to join the church today just, to do something for myself, give myself a fresh start, and just try to live my life a little different. And you know what I'm saying? Live off faith and just believe in myself more. And there's a community I got in that church. So
yeah, that's what's up. That was my same way. Like I was growing up, my parents we didn't grow up in the church. Yeah. I found church on my own. Yep. And it's recently I found church. Like I've been going to church for the past year and a half almost. But yeah, I found church on my own. I just felt like you need to have that faith. Yeah, Sure. So
Reverb, that was actually his church. My bad.
Oh yeah,
that was actually Reverb Church, and he brought me one time, and I ain't stopped going back since.
What church is it?
It's a Stratford Christian Center Church, but they changed the name to Faith City Church. Okay. 95th and Ashland. So, I ain't saying don't come, but don't. I like my church is intimate. Well, I know the pastor. But yeah, man, Faith City Church. I love them.
For sure. But just let them know where they can find your Instagram and all your music and stuff like that.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, Leone Capone Official. I would try to spell it, but I don't know if I'm mess up. LeoneCapone Official. There we go. There you go. Yeah. Sounds out a little bit. YouTube, Leone Capone, and I'm really my only platforms, but that's where I post majority of my stuff at. You know what I'm saying? And Spotify, Apple Music, Leone Capone too. So
sure. Well, there it goes. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It was definitely a good interview. I told you I had a good show in store today. But we're going to get into his performance coming up right now. But before that, go follow me on Instagram at @IM_Cujo Hendrix and the podcast channel at InDaCut Podcast _ and if you haven't already, go like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go follow us on Instagram and go show love. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all listening and tuning in. And let's get into his performance.
I ain't never know your actual Instagram. The whole time, like, his Instagram is the InDaCut Podcast.
No, I got two separate. I got my personal, and then I got the podcast. Just because, the podcast, I got a couple 100 people on there. But, I just use my personal to help promote. No, there's a lot of people say that, though. They be like, oh, I thought this was. No. I just make a separate one.
All right, man. I know.
But yeah, man, y'all go lock in with us, man, and we gonna get into the show. Let's go.